G'day everyone, welcome to part 6 of my ongoing series, Every Collingwood Player in the History of Our Club. Just want to say a big thank you for all the support I've received so far and hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm getting better every video if you've sort of been playing along at home. Just want to reiterate what I say during every video. If there's any family members of these footballers that would love to reach out to tell us some untold stories that are just not out there, I think there's some stories, some hidden gems there that probably deserve to be uncovered. But yeah, contact me via the email in the channel description or just drop a comment on the video and I can find you that way. But yeah, thank you everybody. We'll move on to the next part 6. Player number 20, Lardy Tulloch. Lawrence Gideon Tulloch, born in Carlton on the 15th of April 1871, was an 179cm defender and handy forward, recruited from his suburb, the Carlton Juniors. He is another man that deserves accolades to be read first. VFL Premiership player 1902-1903, Collingwood Premiership captain 1902-1903, then captain again in 04. Collingwood Life member 1905. Lardie was a slow burn, having not debuted until the age of 23. The sort of player that just got better and better every year. A brief description of how he played was that he was strong, tough, durable and fit. A real workhorse. His leadership style was said to be that he preferred to inspire by deed rather than by word, and rarely raised his voice in anger. Lardy would retire aged 33, however, he wasn't done, becoming a field umpire for 10 years. He holds a rare bit of history, being the only man to have captained a premiership team and umpired a VFL grand final. He eventually retired from umpiring and became a cab driver in the inner Melbourne area for the remainder of his working life. He's one of only 3 men to have captained Collingwood to more than one flag. Lardy passed away on the 13th of September 1955, aged 84. Player number 21 is a man called George Williams. George Richard Williams, born on the 30th of April in 1871 in Echuca, was an 178cm halfback flanker who came to the Pies from the Carlton VFA team. He would follow Bill Strickland in making the move and gave durable service in his time, accumulating 55 games and also playing in that VFA Premiership of 1896. A little story about George was that in 1895, he was approached by a teammate to play lame for a bribe to cash in with some bookmakers. He said no and reported the man briefly after the game. Also gave evidence against him in court. Not long after, the club held their annual plain and fancy dress ball. Now that's a sign of the times. And unfortunately, George would be attacked and beaten at a Johnson Street hotel for his integrity by what's described as a gang of thugs, almost certainly related to the bookmakers. He recovered, however, and had won the full respect of teammates and the league. George would die on the 27th of April, 1937, aged 65, in Melbourne. Jim Dowdall. James Matthew George Dowdall, born on the 8th of August 1867, Emerald Hill, South Melbourne, was Harry's elder brother. Harry we spoke about a few videos ago. The 169cm rover had good stints at other VFA clubs, South Melbourne and Richmond, before getting to the Pies in 1987 to play with his brother. A total of 6 games for a goal. He would then play in the Ovens and Murray Football League for Excelsior, now Rutherglen. Jim died on the 29th of April, 1945, aged 77 in Parkville. And he's another man that's probably got an interesting story we'd love to hear. Player number 23, Dick Hall. Richard John Hall, born on the 20th of November 1872 in Bedwellty, Wales in the UK, was an 178cm forward recruited from the Collingwood Juniors, who, although only played the one VFL game for the Pies, played 30-odd VFA games prior, being a member of that 1896 VFA Premiership team. After that one singular VFL game, he was granted a clearance to join Albion United. Little more information has survived about Dick. The club has also requested anyone with more information to get in contact with them. You can contact me direct and I can pass on the details. Dick died on the 14th of December 1906, aged 34, in South Preston. An obituary reads, Hall, in sad and loving memory of our dear son and brother, Richard John, who died on the 14th of December 1906 at South Preston. God called him home, it was his will, but in our hearts he's living still. His memory is us dear today, as in the day he passed away. Not lost, but gone before. That's an obituary from his father and mother. Player number 24, Fred Kay. Unfortunately, we don't have a photo of Fred. Frederick Charles Kay, born on the 29th of September 1878 in Fitzroy, was an 179cm forward recruited from the Collingwood Juniors. Little is known about Fred. His best day out was a two-goal effort in a win against Carlton in 1897. A random fact about Fred was that he was the youngest Collingwood footballer to take the field in their first ever VFL match, only being 18 years old. Fred died on the 16th of April 1917, aged 38, in East Melbourne. Another player that the club's requested any more information. That concludes this video. Thank you everybody for watching. Drop a comment, a like, and even a sub. Cheers.